Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hello, welcome to our Tuesday edition of On Deck, brought to you by Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. It's been a while, but the band's back together. My name's Big B. We got Coach D down there in the bottom. How you doing, Coach?
Pretty good. I took a little vacay, went up to Sacramento, California. I did see a Giants game. I've got a story about that. I know I'm a Mets fan, but I'll talk more about it when we get going.
All right. And then up there, our producer, the guy behind the scenes, Crispy Bacon. On summer days, he's extra crispy. So how you doing, Chris?
I like that, Chris.
Thanks. No,
Crispy
right.
or soft? Crispy or soft?
crispy. Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
So with that being said, we got about a month and change until the end of the baseball season, probably a month and a half roughly until playoffs start.
2 weeks. The races are on.
Yes. Well, not for our teams because I know one team is kind of free falling there, Coach. What's up with your Mets?
I have no idea. It's just, Lindor got hurt. Baez came in. He was pretty good. Love his spark. And then he's been hurt. DeGrom went down. He should be back in a week or two. They just been they're not hitting. Pitching's been okay. They're just not hitting. That team has too many good hitters, and they're all not. The one guy that's doing it consistently is Pete Alonso, Mr. Polar Bear. But everybody else has been they get hot for a couple days. Conforto, Nimmo, J.D. Davis, McNeil, and then they fall back. I don't know what's going on. They are proven good hitters. These are not guys that are rookies. These are guys with 4, 5, 6 years in the league. And I don't know what's going on. And now, of course, the Mets are going through the gauntlet of the NL East. Dodgers, Giants this week, and then Dodgers again. They got to come out of it. There's time. They're not.
Oh yeah, there's time for you guys.
They're not in first place. The Phillies have been hot. The Braves have been hot. Nationals are kind of saying bye-bye, and of course the Marlins are down there. But there's good news in the Mets coming. Baez came back yesterday and immediately contributed 2 doubles against the Dodgers. Lindor should be back on Tuesday, and the 2 weeks prior to him going down, he was hot. And I think what they're going to do is Baez at second, Lindor at short, and there's your Gold Glove middle infielder. Them guys are going to bat right next to each other in the lineup. Lindor's they're going to be split a little bit. It's going to be Nimmo leading off, Lindor second, and Polar Bear third. He's been hot. Okay, he's picking it up. And then Baez at cleanup, okay? And, Baez, he does strike out a lot, but he's a big-time player. When the moment's shining on him, as we've all seen with the Cubs, he's great. And he loves being able to play with Lindor. This is the first time they're going to play together, so that should go. The Mets pitching has been a little up and down, but not awful, not great. Tyler McGill has been a good surprise, and Carrasco's come back finally. He's been okay, you know. Noah Syndergaard should be back in a couple of weeks. He's going to be a reliever. So all you NL East idiots, get ready for 105 miles an hour right up your face. You know?
All right. All
So,
right.
because
Good.
he's only going to pitch 1 or 2 innings. So I know
Yeah.
he's going to let his gas go. And
Yeah.
DeGrom's almost ready to come back. All the things are aligning to where they should be. Okay. It's just that they got to start hitting it. It may take something,
Yeah.
you know, there's always a moment when you
Yeah.
watch a pennant race that you can always point to where a team took off. You know, 6 years ago, the Mets got Cespedes.
Yep.
You know, they were not in first place. Boom. They went like 30-10 the rest of the way. And Cespedes hit 15 home runs in 2 months, and they roared all the way to the World Series, you know, and then kind of ran out of gas. But, you know, so it's I don't know. I still have hope.
Okay.
I'm a fan, so
Well, you're still in striking distance, so I mean,
yeah, it's not
you know,
over with. You know,
no.
if they win 12 out of 15, they're right. They're in first place. Because the National League East, they kind of are beating each other up
Yep.
when they play each other. Nobody's running away with everybody, and that's their problem. I think they're the toughest division because
Yeah.
there's 4 teams that are very good, 3 teams that are real good, Mets, Braves, Phillies. And, you know,
well, actually, both the East divisions are pretty tough. So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Yankees,
Boston,
Rays, Boston,
yeah.
stupid freaking Yankees. God dang
Yeah.
it. I was hoping they would falter.
Oh.
Now they've won like 10 in a row.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
I hate that. Where's
so
that girl that's the Yankees and Red
I
Sox?
don't know. I haven't seen her yet out here. So, Chris,
Yeah.
much to talk about your team. I mean, we're both sitting in last place. There ain't much spark here for the Twins. I don't know. What do you think about your Rangers there?
I think it's going to take a long time before we get back to the top. I know this year's not really a good year, and maybe the next few years aren't either. But I feel like we're going to get back up there, and it's just a matter of time, I think.
Okay. So Adam chimes in, who's a Braves fan. I think the Mets will eventually sell players maybe as early as next season. DeGrom is amazing, but the problem is he can never stay healthy. So, Dirk, you're the Mets fan. I mean, yeah, DeGrom's phenomenal.
Okay, there's a Mets hater. They're going to sell all their young under 30 players. Okay, yes, let's do that. DeGrom is 32. You know, he's had 2 years where he's had little injuries.
Mhm.
He's basically been injury-free his whole career. It's I think like 2019, he was nicked up. And it was the same thing as this year, little elbow. And of course, they're being very careful with him.
Yeah.
Maybe too much. Who knows? You know, it's forearm tightness. 30 years ago, he'd have just played through it,
Yeah.
So, the Braves, I'll give you guys, you got a lot of good, you got Freddie Freeman, you got Acuna, you got
They got the best closer, Will Smith. I mean,
Yep. The pitching is normal. Braves, good pitching.
Yeah.
And a lot of pro sports, it's not just baseball, it's staying healthy. And in today's day and age, when your guy's making $30 million a year, you're going to be extra careful with him,
So what DeGrom, do you feel that there's a due date that he has to be back before they're like, you know what, we're going to scrap you for the rest of the year?
He's already right now, he won't win an ERA title. He won't have enough innings pitched and things like that. If he comes in and goes 5-0 with a sub-1 ERA for the next 5 or 6 weeks, he could win the Cy Young, even though he doesn't have a really full season. But, he's lights out. He's just it's just sad.
But do you think the Mets are kind of inching towards telling DeGrom that we're just gonna rest you the rest of the year and not?
No, they won't do that. They're
They
in
won't
the
do that?
hunt, and he's a competitor. He'll step up.
Yeah.
You know,
No, I get you. on
the Mets have enough to do it.
Uh-huh.
It's just that the hitters got to get going, and they really haven't collectively got going during the year. Their offense is, 3.8 runs a game or something. Team batting average, I don't know, 250. There's too many good proven hitters. You'd think they would get hot, one guy gets hot, then another guy gets hot, but not together. That's gotta happen. And they're in there, but the Phillies and the Braves right now are leading the charge. The Mets
George the Third here, he says no, the Mets are not going to be sellers. In fact, the Mets will actually keep buying. They have the funds and the room to do it, so pay close attention. And of course, the home run derby curse has Pete, and I don't think the home run derby really hurt Pete that much, but
no, he's done pretty good.
Yeah.
He's done what he does.
Yeah.
Since the All-Star break. It's just been steady, 250, 260, popping a couple of home runs. He has been getting RBIs. He will deliver the clutch hit.
Yeah.
It hasn't really affected him. He's been pretty hot of late, getting back in there. But the guys, again, Conforto's been just a question mark all year. What the heck? He had that 6 or 7 weeks off earlier, and he's never really got on track. Plays good defense in right field, but he hasn't got it going as a batter. And his 6-year career shows he's a good hitter. This is an off year for him. This is not normal. It's an off year.
All right.
He could get hot.
All right, so let's run through some scores here. Top of 7, 2 outs. Twins coming back against the mighty Red Sox. 8-9. When I actually jumped on, it was 9-3, so I thought that game was over. So Twins hopefully will prove me wrong there. Cubs Rockies got postponed. I'm guessing due to weather. I didn't hear nothing significant about that. Angels over the Orioles 13-8. That's top of 8. And then some games that are about to close it out here. Bottom of 9, 2 outs. The White Sox over the Blue Jays 5-2. You got the Giants over the Mets. Bottom of the 9th, 8-0. Top of 9. Rangers leading the Indians 7-3. So might get a win there. Nationals over the Marlins, 5-1, bottom of 9. Yankees over the Braves, top of 9, 5-3.
That's on behind me.
Yep. Tigers blanking the Cardinals right now, 4-0, top of 8. Let's see, bottom of 6, Cincinnati and the Brewers, 4-1. Cincinnati's winning. The Astros are shutting out the Royals. 4-0, and just started was the Dodgers and Padres, and then finals we got the Mariners winning, Pirates winning, and the Rays winning. So, anything jump out at you guys with those scores, or
Well,
Rangers.
okay, as I did allude to you guys a little earlier. I was in Sacramento last week. And
Wait. I got to ask you something about that. I heard that the Giants made a move. So if Chris can put it up for me, you can talk about it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, the Giants made a move. Sure. They got a new fan.
Yeah, who is that?
All right, Derek. So explain your little trip there, and
okay, who is that?
Then he puts it on.
Okay, so I've been let me turn off my phone. So that I must have said Google. And now she answers. Okay, so I was out in Sacramento, so family reunion, and I love San Francisco. It's a great place. If you've never been, you should go. You have to deal with a lot, but it's still beautiful and everything. So I've been to Oracle Park a couple times, and me and two of my brothers went and we stayed overnight. We went to a game. It was a Wednesday night game. Okay. Giants versus Diamondbacks. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now that the Giants are going to win the World Series. They are a complete team. They got every guy in the lineup has like 15 home runs. Every guy on the bench has great defense and pop. All the pitchers are good. You know, Buster Posey hitting like 320 right now. He may win the MVP because he's carrying that team. Another guy.
That's a name we haven't heard of.
Right.
Go with your story.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And another guy that does not get enough recognition, and year in, year out, he is one of the best shortstops in baseball. Brandon Crawford.
Yep.
He's hitting 300, has like 18 home runs, 70 RBIs. He's won Gold Gloves. He is always, yet in the MVP race, every year he's 7 or 8. He just doesn't, he's solid, and he does the same thing. If he plays another 9 years like this and does 15 years this, Hall of Famer, you know, and when we went out there and watched that game, he hit a home run. He made diving plays, threw double plays. You know, the guy is solid. The team is solid. There is absolutely, they have the best record in baseball. They do not have any weakness. They bring a guy off the bench. Oh, this dude's got 12 home runs. Bang, home run. Oh my God. There were five home runs in the game I went. And this, if you guys ever get a chance, go to a game at Oracle Park in San Francisco. I've been to 3 games, and it's always kind of like this, except this time my brothers and I, we sat in the outfield.
Yeah,
Most fun I have ever had at a major league ballpark. Oh, my God, the fans were just crazy. Now, keep in mind, I haven't been to Wrigley or Chicago yet, you know, but these fans are into it. I was talking to a guy to my right. I asked him, so have you always been a Giants fan? He held up his finger. He goes, hang on. He rolls up his wrist for his shirt.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo of Willie Mays making the Vic Wertz catch.
Oh,
Wow.
Like, oh my. I said, dude, that's the most awesome tattoo. And I was in the military for 26 years. That's the most awesome tattoo I have ever seen, you know?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, he's in. You know, the fans were great. They were busting on the Arizona Diamondbacks center fielder, Sterling Marte. He's a young guy. He's not the other Marte on the Dodgers. He's a young guy, but he's hitting 300, center fielder. He's got pop. They were going, Marte, you're a bum. And they're slamming their feet on the seats. Oh, God. One of the Giants hit a home run right in front of us with the Giants bullpen. He went back, and the ball hit his glove on these 2 fingers and bounced into the bullpen. He came down and went like this. The fans were on it, but they were nice bugging him. They weren't F-bombing him. They were like, they're laughing at him. He waved at him and everything. I asked the usher, you know, I'm like, wow, this is a nice rowdy section. He goes, yeah, we got to put 2X for ushers here. So now there's 4 ushers in this section. So I looked over to left field. I said, well, what's that section like? And he goes, we got to put 10 ushers there.
Wow.
We should have went there, but we were having such a good time.
Yeah. So you guys heard it here first. Go check out Giant Stadium.
Oh yes, and
Go
the
sit in the
Giants-
outfield. It sounds like.
Yes, Oracle Park. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Always bring a sweatshirt to San Francisco. I know that now. I've
Okay.
been to San Francisco like 12 or 15 times because I lived in California for a while. But it's a beautiful city. But the ballpark, it's
Mhm.
beautiful. McCovey Cove, we walked right by it. You could see there
Nice.
was guys in kayaks out there. And who was it? Buster Posey hit a home run into McCovey Cove.
Oh, okay.
They have this mist
That-
thing that shoots like 50 feet up in the air when it hits the water like a splash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 65 and then the mist comes down.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Well, that's all.
it's
That's
cool.
all really,
Dude, it's cold.
yeah. That sounds really cool. So, since our last visit, I went to a AAA game with the Saints here. Took my son for his birthday on Wednesday.
I
And
saw
I got
that.
And I gotta tell you, it kind of reminded me, I know the way baseball is with analytics and stuff. I mean, the Iowa Cubs, they bunted like 3-4 times against the shift. The
Mhm.
Saints actually did a double steal. They actually stole third once. So it was kind of like an old school type of ball game. They ended up losing in extra innings, 11-4. So I got to experience my first guy on second. I hate to admit, but it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I kind of wish they still would push it back a few more innings. I saw the little time.
Oh, yeah.
The pitch clock that they were going to do. It seems like they don't start the clock until the pitcher gets the ball, and then they stop the clock when he gets in his set position.
Mhm.
So, which is typically like 7 seconds, 6 to 7, 5,
Yeah.
7 to 5 seconds left on the clock. But then if there's like a time, they don't restart it. So, yeah. So,
Yeah,
I don't
Brandon,
know.
I've noticed in a couple of MLB games I went to this year, you see the clock. It really never comes into play now.
Yeah.
It really never comes into play. And the pitcher, 20 seconds is too long to throw the freaking ball.
Yeah.
So, and it's easy to do that. So, and I'm sure in the minors, they're used to it. It never really.
They were doing, I think it was 15 seconds with nobody on base and then 20 with runners on. So,
Yeah, and then so you did the extra innings when they stuck a guy on second base.
Yep. And it was kind of weird. The wife asked me, she goes, "Why did they put a guy on second, or how'd he get on?" I was like, "It's a rule of baseball." She goes, "Well, that's kind
They
of stupid."
stopped playing softball 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. I go, yeah, it is kind of stupid, but they're trying to pull up the pace of the game. So I don't know. The more I see it, the more I read about it. It's not a big fan of it, but if they keep it around, they keep it around. If they don't.
To me, if it gets like to the 14th or 15th, then maybe do that. Not
That's what I would do.
Not the 11th inning.
No.
Come on. Baseball throughout history is all about great extra inning wins.
Yep.
Most games don't even reach 14. They're worried about time. You're overtime anyway.
Yep.
Just
Yeah. No, like I said, if it was in the 14th, 15th inning, I would accept it now, but 9th inning or 10th inning, I'm still not accepting.
yeah, no. It's no.
But next Tuesday I will be missing the show, possibly. I will be going to the Twins Cubs game, so that was planned out.
Ooh.
So
Oh, cool.
going to sit out in the rowdy right field section and front row. So maybe if I have time, I'll make a
In
little
Chicago?
sign. No, it's here. It's here at the Target Field. So I can't wait for that. My son's excited.
Rivalry.
So,
So I may start planting myself in right and left field now because I had so much fun. Plus, it was my two brothers I never seen.
yeah.
Not going to tell you how much money I spent that night. I have never done that. But as my brother said, but the seats were $10.
Yeah, the seats were $10, but the beers are 30. So
Yeah, almost.
yeah.
$13 for a Coors 16 ounce.
So our
Oh,
good
wow.
friend William Hudson just chimed in. He's a crispy bacon fan. So
Hey,
the
There you
leader
go.
of the fan club. So
You know
Chris,
him,
you got a
Chris?
fan.
Yeah.
He is actually he runs Chris. You have to tell me the website again. It's
Yeah.
a wrestling auction website
Right.
that a
Yeah,
lot of us
yeah.
guys watch, and he's actually was on the Between the Ropes episode this Sunday. Total Top Rope Collections, I think, is the website.
Yeah,
I could be
but-
wrong. But William was actually the winner of our giveaway we had last month too. So
Mhm.
Okay,
he's been
cool.
popping out a lot. So as the races wind down, well, before we get into the races,
I thought I
Cabrera.
saw something pop up there. About
that was the
Oh.
Mets comment earlier that we talked
okay,
about.
Yeah.
But Cabrera hit number 500.
there you go. Finally, I could
finally.
get a little monkey on his back.
So Chris,
he
what
was
do you?
happy.
Oh yeah,
What's that?
Chris, what did you think of that top 500?
Oh, I think that was great. I mean, getting that accomplishment, that's huge.
Yeah.
Helps your resume after your career.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
Well, he's Hall of Fame anyway.
Is he first ballot?
Oh, yeah.
That's the big question now.
I think so. He had 10 years where he was just a terror,
Yeah.
batting. I mean, 330, 40 home runs, 100 and something RBIs. Started out in the Marlins and continued with the Tigers.
Did he get the ring out with the Marlins, or did he miss that?
That's a long time ago, dude.
No, that is a long time ago.
He maybe did get the ring
Okay.
with them. I hope he did because Detroit's not going anywhere
Yeah.
soon. They have some, they're okay. They have promise, but it's a couple of years away.
But he's the first Triple Crown winner since.
Oh God.
So
He can last.
if he doesn't make the first ballot, he misses it by percentage points. But I think he'll be all
Yeah,
right.
he should be good. Pretty good guy. He had a little bit of a issue with alcohol, but I don't think it was. Well, it was bad, but not horrible.
Yeah.
Like he committed crimes. He just had a thing.
Well,
And
it seems like the fans love him. I mean,
Huh?
fans. It seems like the fans love him, and
Oh,
he'll
he's
joke with the fans. There's a YouTube clip of
typical Latino player. You love him.
that. Yeah, I mean, there was a YouTube
yes.
clip of a few years ago where I've seen it pop up, and I watch it every time I see it. Is where he misses a play at first or something, and there's like a 8-year-old kid giving him the, why did you get that? And then there's a ball roped to the kid in the foul grounds, and he gloves it. He's like, "Hey, look what I got!" And
Yeah, I remember
Cabrera
that.
gives him the thumbs up, and after the
Guerrero went over to him. Yeah,
gave him a ball and a bat and gloves or something. So
yeah.
he seems like a fan lovely guy.
He's
So
a good guy, I think.
Yeah.
you know.
So
he
William
might-
Hudson did chime in and say it is Top Rope Collections, the one and only. Of course, it is. Check it out.
Okay.
They have auctions of. If you're a big wrestling fan, they got a lot of wrestling stuff. And I tell you what, it's hard for me to not pull out the checkbook and start spending because I would be spending buco bucks.
Honestly, I'm kind of a UFC and MMA fan now.
Yeah.
To me, we're taking a side trip here. To me, they are the most in shape athletes in the world, and they are the most sportsmanlike athletes in the world.
After they just beat
The hell out of each other. As
then they'll go
soon as
catch a
it's
beer.
over, the guy's helping the other guy up.
Yep.
They hug
Oh,
each
yeah.
other. I love that.
Yeah.
I can watch it until they're slipping on the blood.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the guys and girls. I almost watch women because they're like 110 pounds and they just wail on each other, and they bring that little woman hate thing on there. And I'm like, the girl's 5'2" and 105. Yeah, I ain't gonna mess with her. I'm twice her weight. Nope, I'm gonna leave her alone. But
all right.
Yeah.
So we'll get into the division races here. Start with the American League East. Tampa's leading by 4 games over the Yankees, and then Boston 6.5 back. The other two are double digits. I don't think Toronto's going to make a run here. I wish they
Marlins
would, but
hanging in there, but yeah.
So, do the Yankees have the firepower to take over the Rays there, Dirk?
I'm hanging my hat on Boston.
Like you
Boston.
said.
Boston was playing solid all year, and all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, they went into a funk.
Oh, you're thinking Boston's going to make a comeback?
Yes.
Okay.
They are a solid team, and everything I've read, what the guys are talking about, they're not down. They're positive. They just got Chris Sale back. He's made 2 starts. He's been lights out. That's big. That's big. That's big. Yeah.
That's
you
big.
know, and Yankees are hot right now.
We've done it all in the last time.
Damn Yankees. 26 World Championships. I respect that.
Oh, yeah.
But, where's my Never mind. I had, but, and I'm like, but the stupid freaking Yankees always get lucky. Right now, Giancarlo is on fire. They were, I was watching ESPN today, and they were saying his ground balls that he hits have 120-mile-an-hour exit velocity on his freaking ground balls. He is locked in. Judge is locked in. They picked up Joey Gallo and Rizzo. Joey Gallo's been okay. Rizzo's got to be solid.
Well, they all admitted that Rizzo moved stopped the Red Sox from getting home. So.
Yeah, it's and of course that put Luke Voigt on the bench for the Yankees. But they've been hot. They finally put it together. They're going, their pitching's going there. Okay. The Red Sox have stubbed their toe, and for the last 2 weeks have just been trying to gain their balance. I think they'll get it together. They'll make a run. The Yankees will come back to earth a little bit, but they're still good. Tampa Bay, here they go again.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, everybody, they just draft well, and they've got good ball players. Wander Franco, he's good and he's getting better. All their players are good. If you want to, make a trade with a team and pick up a minor league player, trade with the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna let nobody go for cheap. So
heck, even their AA players, I don't care. If you give up, some guy to get something, they're just like the Marlins. The Marlins do this well too. Marlins got some good players. They're just not in the spot. Watch next year, the Marlins are going to be good. I guarantee it.
All right.
Tampa making it
here first. So, Chris, what do you think? You think Boston or Yankees are going to take over Tampa Bay, or you think Tampa Bay is going to kind of coast to the title there?
I hope Tampa Bay kind of wins it. I mean, all 3 of them are good, but I feel like Tampa should take control.
Yeah, I mean, Tampa's kind of surprised. I can't root for the Yankees. I'm sorry for any Yankee fans out there, but
I understand that completely.
If Tampa doesn't do it, I hope Boston does it. I can't really root for Boston either. I'm kind of getting sick of them, but so that's that. So the Central, I pretty much think it's locked up. Sox have a nine-game lead over the Indians. Detroit's 12 back, Kansas City's 15 back, and the Twins are 17 back. So, anybody got any extra thoughts on that? I think it's locked up. I think the White Sox
pretty much. They are really good. And Lance Lynn, former Texas Ranger, has actually improved. Former St. Louis Cardinal.
I think he's
when he came up with the Cardinals, this is what they thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
6-7 years ago, he had arm problems, so they kind of, as Major League Baseball teams will do, they give up on. Last year with the Rangers, he was great. This is what he is. He's 32, 33. He's great. I love that he when they went to check his glove and his belt, he took off his belt and threw it at the umpire and got tossed. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that is.
White
They
Sox.
actually the game I went to with the Saints, they actually checked the pitcher for substance too. So they do it in the minor league. So
Yep. Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
making a big deal of it. And I think that's good that they're not, like on TV. They don't go every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
The first week they did that, they
Yeah.
did, but
Yeah.
then they backed off. Good.
yeah,
Keep it on the down low. But the
Yeah.
White Sox are freaking good. Tim Anderson,
Yeah.
Abreu, they got good defense, good pitching. Liam Hendrickson, man, freaking, I don't want to. Well,
they got the coach of the year. I think that's a lock too there. So, and who would have thought that Larissa being
I think LaRussa stepped into that bucket and Kim is coming out smelling like roses.
yeah.
But he probably has so much respect for his whole career.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
definitely
He's done it.
probably got the team. He's not an old manager that came back that's trying to get one more thing.
Well,
He's
they did.
got history.
They did have a little trouble when Mercedes took the Twins third string catcher deep on a 3-0 pitch. But outside of that,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had an issue with that,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Okay, he did the old man thing.
Yep. Yeah, the old school baseball.
Pissed off and get off my lawn.
Yeah. So moving on to the West there, Houston's on top by 4 over Oakland, and then Seattle's 5 back. The Angels are 11 back, and the Mighty Rangers are 29.5 back. So,
I don't know if we're
Those-
mighty, but
so
Well,
Chris,
as of today, the Rangers solidify their 5th straight losing season, which is the
Yep.
first time in their history. So, but
wow.
as Chris alluded to earlier, I just look at the Rangers. They're all young right now. They have the good minor leagues. They've got talent. That Joey Gallo trade, them 3 minor leaguers they picked up, they are tearing it up. And they've got guys ready to come up. Rangers are going to be better next year, okay? They need the pitching, but they've actually got pitching in the minor leagues, which is unusual. So they'll be better. I tell all my Ranger friends and stuff, just look at the flashes when you go to a game now. You'll see a 19-year-old guy go 2 for 3, steal a base, and throw somebody out for home. Look at that. That's fun baseball.
Yep.
Just go to the game and watch baseball. I love it. I sat after practice today with my 15-year-olds, watched a bunch of 12-year-olds practice for an hour. It was so fun.
Oh yeah.
All the dad coaches, I was cracking up because they were trying to do things.
Oh,
I was there, hitting it, and they're trying to do the things. They're like, okay, that's a curveball. Okay, a 12-year-old can't throw a curveball.
So do we think Oakland or Seattle's got enough firepower to take over Houston? Houston going to dive, or where are we sitting at? I think Houston's. I think the Astros are going to take it.
Yeah, they're solid. They're going to run away with it. Wild card, I would say maybe Oakland would have a shot because the other wild cards coming out of the East.
Right now, wild card standings. There's 3 of them, right? Okay. So right now it's Yankees, Boston, Oakland. Seattle's 2.5 back. Toronto's 5 back. Cleveland's 8.5, and the Angels are 9 back. So
yeah, Toronto would be my dark horse because they've got something. Plus, they got Berrios now, but they've got,
they got
good young players. All they got to do is get a little hot. Like I've said, do the 12 out of 15 wins, and you're getting there. And they got time. Tampa Bay, they're good. Boston, they just need to regroup. They're right there. Oakland and Tampa Bay are 2 of the organizations that you always look at because they always got these 23-year-old guys that are really good, and they don't pay them anything. Oakland's the master of muddy ball.
Oh, yeah.
They
The movie was made after them, so.
Yeah, and actually they do it right. Don't look for your guy to stay 15 years with the team. Maybe if you get a Mike Trout type player, maybe you sign him. But the regular stars, he's going to be on your team for 4 or 5 years. He'll go, but you'll draft another one. They know what to look at. They know talent.
So speaking of the draft, we got Justin Bossman chiming in. He's saying Baltimore's tanking for the #1 pick. Possibly. I hate that term.
Tanking.
I hate that. I hate
word.
that term tanking. I mean, you're professionals. You should be out there playing.
I don't think Baltimore can but help tank. They're not tanking. They're trying.
I know what you're saying. So Vicky says hi, William, and everybody. Vicky's another big fan of ours. She actually had a sign at wrestling that she went to this past Friday or the Friday before. I think it was saying hi Coast to Coast and all the other websites she's supports. So thank you for that, Vicky. Justin's also chiming in saying Boston Yankees in the wild card. I don't know how that works out. I thought they played the division winners, but I don't know how. Kind of lost track. So
it would be Austin, but it would be awesome. But and that would be the
Austin.
best
I know.
series of the entire fall season.
Yeah.
But it's nigh impossible.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're in the same league.
So
I can regress back to Baltimore for a second.
Yeah.
Chris Davis just because he retired, he signed the
Bobby Bonilla deal. Yeah, we talked about that.
So he's got it for
I'd like
25,
to know
30
how
years.
that.
Hey, it saves the team. In the long run, you're looking at
everybody's been saying that it saves the team. I guess I don't know because you're gonna write that check every date and be like, wow, we have to write.
Well, it's kind of like an investment. So.
Well, yeah,
it's weird. You want to pay $1,000 a year for 20 years, or pay $100,000 now? Basically, kind of like that.
I don't know. I would love to be in the on the other end of that phone call.
That's absolutely way more money than any of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We can't even think about because
I would definitely love to have been in that phone call and just try to figure out, just to listen to the conversation between the two sides and their reasons why to do this and not do this. But
there's actually quite a few contracts like that. Brett Superhagen with the Mets,
but it wasn't that big of a deal like that.
It's not $1 million a year, but it's like 500,000. A couple other teams have done the same thing. It's
but it's these two. It's Bonilla and Davis that are getting these lengthy deals for not doing nothing. I don't know. I wish I had that agent. So, but moving to the National League, we kind of talked about it already. The East. Right now we're seeing the Braves on top, 5 games ahead of Philly, 7 ahead of the Mets, and the other two teams are 13.5 and 17.5 back. So, do we see the Braves cooling off? Do we see the Phillies and Mets heating it up? Dirk, you kind of talked about it. Think your Mets are going to heat up some?
It's the NL East. It's gonna, my hat's over here. Never mind. They're evenly matched. The Mets got it. They should heat up. It should be a nice 3-way race to the last week or two. Braves are solid. Phillies are pretty good. Sadly,
you said you had the Braves game on in the background because bases loaded, bottom of 8, bottom of 9.
Yep, Yankees are up 5-3.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw Justin's comment here. Bases loaded. So
yeah, but the Braves got the bases loaded
with 2 outs.
2 outs, 2-1 pitch. Let's hang on. Let's see.
All right, you let us know who's up.
Chapman's pitching right now. Okay.
All right, Chapman's pitching. All right.
2-1. He has not been good lately.
Okay, we're getting a little play-by-play here by Dirk. The
Solar from the Kansas City Royals is the fat power guy.
Okay.
What we got here 2-1. Oh, ball 3. Okay.
3-1. Okay.
Little low, 3-1. Bases are loaded.
Okay.
They just need a single. Can you guys actually see that?
We can see it a little bit. It looks like
little,
it looks
yeah.
like we're watching on an old school black and white TV though.
I know it's like 4 feet from me. Hey, in the
Oh,
fall,
okay.
I'll have a 75-inch.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Chapman.
Chapman's trying to close it out.
Yeah, he's not been good.
He's not been Rivera.
Yeah.
Ever since he went to the Cubs, he's kind of lost a little something.
Oh, strike 2. He took
Oh, 3-2.
85-mile-an-hour slider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Solar was probably looking.
All right.
Also.
3-2 count. The runners are going to be
3-2
going.
God, they're in Atlanta. The sweat is just
Yeah.
dripping off of Chapman.
So we know that they're going to be going on the pitch here. So
Yeah.
a base hit ties the game.
Oh, easy.
So
Here it goes. Freaking Yankees. Can I do this, holding my hand with another hand in front?
Yeah.
all right.
Call batter.
Come on, Braves.
Come on, Yankees, Chapman. And I love Chapman. He's
Oh yeah,
just
Chapman's
great his
good.
whole
I mean,
career.
it's just
No,
bad
but-
he pitches for
Of course.
that team.
I should not want Atlanta to win.
Yeah, that's true too. So
It's like, oh my God,
It's
this
a double
sweat
edged
dripping
sword.
off of him. It's amazing. Here's
so
Solar.
either way, we're gonna have probably a tie game or a last out right here.
Here it is. Yep. Oh, ball 4.
Ball 4 walked him in. All right, so we got another at bat to go.
Missed.
All right, so as they're setting up, we'll get back. Chris, so what do you think? The Atlanta gonna?
Chapman's coming out now.
Chapman's coming out. Uh-oh.
Yep.
All right, keep us posted there, Dirk.
Okay,
So
we'll
you think
keep that in
Phillies
the
and the-
background.
I think Phillies and the Mets are gonna
I'm
overtake
about to
Atlanta.
run down and buy a bottle of Fireball.
Yeah. So, Chris, do
No,
you think
but-
Yeah.
Boston or Philly or the Mets could overtake Atlanta, or do you think Atlanta's gonna hang on there?
I think
I
Atlanta's
think it's
hang
going to
on.
be a 3-way race. They're all got their strengths. The Mets just haven't got hot. Philadelphia and Atlanta are kind of the same. It sucks. I think Zach Wheeler's going to win the MVP. Ex-Met.
Yeah.
Why they didn't sign him, I don't know. He had all the talent.
Yeah.
But he's taken over the Cy Young lead, if you say, and so it should be a race. Say the Mets don't get going and they play 500 the rest of the way. It should be a race between Philly and Atlanta,
Yeah.
which should be good.
As much as I give Adam and his brother and Vic all a hard time, and Braves fans, I think the Braves are going to take that division. So
all
throw
three of
the
them
Wolves-
teams have tons of talent. I think the Braves have just got maybe more exciting talent.
Yeah.
They got a Latino guys, the Acuna guys,
Yeah. Well, Acuna's
Freddie
gone, so,
Freeman. I was
Yeah.
watching a little special on Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
He did something. He went like some weird thing, like 90 at bats without missing a pitch.
Yep. Something like that. Yeah. We talked about it on.
He fouls it off. He
yeah.
hits. I'm like, oh my God. And then you start looking at his stats. He does hit for power, but he's a control average hitter because he chokes up. He just punches it, but he's powerful. He's strong.
Yeah.
Gold Glove defense. God, I would love to have that guy.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All right, so the Central, we'll get to it before the game comes back on. Milwaukee 7.5 up on Cincinnati. Again, that might be another division that's wrapped up already. Since he might have a fight to it.
Yeah.
Brewers. For years I've always said the Brewers collapsed in the second half of the season, but it seems like they're going to prove me wrong this year. So, what do you guys think?
They got a lot of young guys. They're very solid, good defense and everything. I know Yelich hasn't had the best year, but he's still a leader, and I'm sure he's making an impact. Brew Crew looks good. they're just in the right division too.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
So what do you think there, Chris?
Yeah, I think they have all the talent.
Alright.
It's just about getting it done.
All right, so who's up to bat now there, Coach? D?
okay. They're showing
They're showing Chapman crying.
dugout. That he looks like I did 2 hours ago at baseball practice. The sweat dripping.
Oh, is that
off.
speaking of Freeman? Is that Freeman?
Oh,
up to
here
bat?
he is. Yep. Oh,
All
God.
right.
Oh wow!
3 for 5 double. Let's watch this.
All right, so we're tuning into. I feel like we're talking about the World Series or getting to the World Series that we're breaking in to our
Yeah.
show here. So
They're also playing the shift on him.
yeah,
Okay, ball one. Okay. One thing I noticed when I went to San Francisco, Arizona did not play a complete shift on all the Giants players. They
Yeah.
did like a little bit of a modified, like the shortstop or second base
yeah.
would be in the outfield towards center, but they didn't do a complete. That shows you how good their hitters are.
Yeah. So you said first pitch was the ball?
Oh, foul ball. Okay, 1-1.
So 101. All right.
So
So if you guys are just tuning in, we're catching the end of the Yankees-Braves game. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-1 count. Chapman got pulled after he walked the guy. The score should be 4-3, I believe.
it's 5-4 now.
5-4, yes.
Yankees.
Isaiah chimes in.
Oh.
Should I wave the white flag on my A's season?
Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, 1-1 count to Freddie Freeman.
Uh,
Oh, ball 2.
Ball 2. All right. So
Yep,
2-1. So Isaiah, with your A's, they're going to make
Jose
the playoffs.
Peralta is pitching for the Yankees.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
Pretty
Isaiah,
good.
your A's are going to make the playoffs. Anything can happen in the playoffs. So hold hope there, bud.
Yeah.
yep.
I mean,
Oh,
I know you're a Philly fan, a Cub fan, a Braves fan, a Mets fan, a White
Yeah,
Sox
the winning
fan.
team.
Yeah. So
Oh, ball 3.
3-1. All right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ooh,
I know Adam's not watching, but
Peralta's
Adam,
sweating
if
too.
you're tuning in, let us know what you're thinking right now. You're probably sweating more than the
Even though
players are.
He's as cool as a cucumber.
Adam's sitting on the edge of his seat right now, I think, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish we had Sarge with us tonight.
Sarge would have thrown something at the TV. So 3-1 count.
3-1, 3-2. He missed the 90-mile-an-hour fastball.
Okay, so 3-2, so we're in the same situation. Runners are going to go. This could end the game because the
Yeah.
runners are going to be going. So base hit, game over, I think.
Yeah, honestly, I would have the corners in.
I would have your left and right fielders in too. I mean,
well, a fly ball doesn't matter because it's.
well, no, but a base hit.
Oh, little grounder. Okay. They're
ball?
playing infield.
Okay.
They're playing for a force play. Okay, which
The infield's just going to play for the 1 out to end the game.
any day. So they're playing back. They're hoping he hits a ground ball or a fly ball. Oh, look at the little Yankee fan with his hat. It's here we go. Here's Peralta. Oh, it's Swinton. Oh my God, they're changing their signs right now.
All right.
Okay. I actually was watching a video. I learned a little bit about that. How it's freaking complicated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Pictures.
bet.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Ooh, ripped it foul. Oh,
Ooh, wow. All right, come on, Freeman. You're the MVP. Let's see what's going on.
I am so torn. I
Justin-
want the
Justin
Braves to
said I
lose to the Mets, but I hate the Yankees to win.
Justin said that last pitch should have been ball 4. Why'd he swing at it? Was it that close, Dirk?
Okay,
Or
Look at here's what he's thrown. Sinker 96, changeup 88, sinker 95, changeup 90. So
okay.
the pitcher throws hard. Okay, here we go. Here we go again. Ooh, fouled it off again.
Ooh, putting up a battle.
Dude, Freeman does not. I'm going to go and look at his stats. I bet he doesn't strike out 40 or 50 times a year.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the guy's the MVP for a reason. I can't even argue that. So,
Jeez. Of course, if you ever been to Atlanta this time of year, it is freaking
oh, I bet.
humid.
I bet.
You
All
just
right.
drench. Here
So
we
runners
go.
are going. 3-2.
Oh, fly ball! Oh, he caught it. Damn.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Well, the
It was
Yankees
Joey-
took that
hey,
game.
it was Joey Gallo.
Oh, all right. Joey Gallo. All right. All right.
Okay,
So moving
great
on.
balls. I should be happier. So that's good. It helps the Mets, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
the
So,
former
Yankee.
Ranger helped out. So, I mean,
yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So moving on to the West, we got Dirk's new team, the Giants, ahead by 3 games over the Dodgers, and then 13.5 by the falling Padres. So, 2-team race here, guys. Can we say?
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
would think
don't
so.
know what happened to the Padres.
Injuries.
Yeah, and stuff. And but the Dodgers are so freaking good. But the Giants, to me, the Giants are a team. Dodgers are, but they've got some extra guys this year. They brought on Albert, which is good. You know, you got Clayton. They brought on Scherzer. You know, you got Mookie. And you know, they seem like a good team. I think the Giants are more complete. Like all the guys believe they're in it. The Dodgers might be, you got a lot of happy millionaires and they're really good. Maybe they're on paper, they're better. They're the world champs, you know, and it could be. This is going to be a pretty interesting race, I think. They hate their rivalry is, they like to think it's like the Yankees and the Red Sox. It's not, but it's kind of close. They hate each other. When I lived in California, the San Francisco teams, they were called battery chuggers because they would throw crap at
I've heard that. Yeah.
the Giants,
Yeah,
at the Dodgers when they came up there, and they would
Yeah.
throw batteries occasionally. It's a historic rivalry.
Oh, yeah.
I you know, I would love it to go to the end, but aside from my Mets, and I kind of like the Red Sox, but the Giants, to me, as a baseball guy, they seem the most complete team in MLB right now.
All
They
right.
haven't had any slumps all year.
Oh, yeah.
They just keep going. You look at their lineup, every guy has 15 home runs, you know,
Yep.
and some of the 15 home run guys might be back in 220, but they come off the bench and pop one. Other guys, Brandon Crawford, 19 home runs, 70 RBIs, hitting 300. Buster Posey hitting 320. And, you know, even ex-Met Wilmer Flores, he's hitting 250, has 15 home runs, and 50 RBIs. Who the heck thought? I was mad when the Mets let him go because he was a good dude. He plays solid. He's lost in the lineup, but he's good because he plays great defense as well, you know? And so, yeah, I think the Giants are going to hold on. It may stay within 3 to 5 games the whole way. And in the last week, they'll have that 3, 4, 5 game cushion and win it with a couple games ago.
Okay.
Dodgers aren't going anywhere.
Well, yeah. Speaking of that, the wild card, Dodgers are, I guess, they're up 9.5 games on the second place wild card team, so they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So Cincinnati and San Diego wrap up the final 2 spots, and then you got the Cardinals 4.5 back, Philly 5.5 back, and the Mets 7.5 back in the wild card race. So, like you said, like we started off, it's heating up. I mean, the playoffs are heating up for sure. So, but before we go, Chris told me a good stat today.
Uh-oh.
So,
I know.
Chris, why don't you go ahead and tell us what today represents in baseball?
Let me make sure I got it right. I believe it's the 36th year. Let me double check that. When oh, here it is. The 32nd anniversary of Pete Rose's ban from Major League Baseball.
Okay, so 36 years ago today, Pete Rose got banished from baseball. Dirk,
Oh wow.
I know we're old school. Me and you are. What can you tell us? What does Pete Rose mean to baseball? Hall of Fame? Should they have banished him? Should they bring him back? What do you think?
Well, yeah, they should have banished him, but you know what? Let him in while he's
Yeah.
still, all-time hits leader. He didn't do it when he played. He did it when he managed. Okay, let him in. Okay,
I
he's
agree.
been punished. I know he's outspoken about it and stuff, but my God, I watched him play, and you know what? He played all positions in the field, and he always hit 300. His thing was getting 200 hits every year, time and again, and he broke the all-time games played record. And when he played on the team, he was, even when he was 42, he was badass. He's coming at you hard. He's not going to slog.
That was baseball back then. So
Yep. Let him in. It's stupid because it's all the old fuddy-duddies that, he gambled. Okay, yeah.
that doesn't gamble. I mean,
Yeah, and
Right.
with the steroid era, okay, let it go. I mean,
Yep.
my God, he retired in the 80s. Let it go. Okay, it's a different time now. There's different things. We're even past kind of the steroid era,
Yep.
and I think some guys should be let in. Rafi Palmeiro.
Yep. Well, Justin's breaking in with the update for my Twins. 2 guys on. I'm guessing top of the ninth. 9-11. I saw what the score was. So,
Oh wow.
and I hope the Twins
Oh, my
win. I mean, but we'll see what happens. I mean, they've been putting on a good fight. So,
Huh? Well, Brandon, the Twins have good young.
oh yeah,
players.
no doubt they do. I mean,
You know,
we
you're-
watching the AAA teams.
It's a disappointing season.
Yeah,
for you.
no, it definitely is.
But
Yeah, it definitely is
next
disappointing.
year they could rise up. It's not that far out. They don't suck. They're in a better spot than the Rangers. I won't say the Rangers suck. They're just extremely young. A lot of 19 and 20-year-olds.
That's one reason why it's like, man, I wish they wouldn't have got rid of Barrios because he could have been the ace of this team, but they did what they had to do.
But what do you get for him?
I think we got a couple of decent pitchers. I know.
And how old
everybody?
is Barrios? He's like 32, 33.
Oh yeah, he's up there. I mean,
So, if he was 24 at the same level, then you go, oh, shoot, maybe not. But, hey, if you get some quality in return and build up your farm system, do it like the A's do it like the Tampa Bay Rays do it like the Marlins do it, and the Twins are in the kind of market money-wise, that's what they really should do because they're not going to pay a guy $35 million a year,
they're not. And they had the money too, but they just won't.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Trout could say, hey, I want to play for the Twins. $35 million a year for 5 years. And the Twins go, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Dirk. I mean, a guy could go out and say, hey, I want to play for the Twins at this amount. He could be the superstar. Ohtani could say that he wants to play the Twins. Well, bat an eye and be like, I don't know. I mean, but
the market size isn't right. You would need to get an owner like Steve Cohen for the Mets that just has gobs of money.
The thing is if you start building a winning culture, the market will be there.
There's plenty of people around here. I mean, they had in the 80s and early 90s. I mean, they were there. And the Twins have a lot of history.
So we're over that hour mark. I want to thank our viewers for joining in, Justin and Adam. Vicky, William. I think was you guys all commented. Chris, Give
Yeah.
us the last few seconds here on what's going on the rest of the week on Coast to Coast.
We got good shows coming up this week. We also got Sports Minute. We have Four Bros coming up. Our football shows on Sunday, and just tune into Coast to Coast.
Yes, exactly. So, Dirk, last few seconds. When does your team start playing ball, or have they started playing? What you got going on?
Well, my 15U high school age team, we're playing our first game in 2 weeks. I have mostly new guys. They're really good fielders. They're 15 and 16, mostly sophomores. They're all good fielders, and they seem to be good hitters. I've only been able, because of heat and weather and rain, have like 4 practices, but they're good dudes. So I'm looking forward to a good season for my FMYSA JV White Rattlers, if I can plug them.
Oh, go ahead.
Go Rattlers. They're good guys. I do need a couple more players because I have one catcher that can't throw because of elbow issue. I am always concerned about young guys' arms. As soon as they say my arm hurts, I shut them down.
Yeah.
And then we go from there, doctors or whatever. But
any insight on who gets the opening call on the mound?
Yeah, I have a couple of guys. I have one kid, Andrew, who's been with me for 2 years. So I'll probably start him because he's calm.
Okay.
And a couple other guys that are new on the team. They'll be good. I'll keep you guys updated.
All right, cool.
September 5th, Sunday, is our first doubleheader.
Oh, doubleheader. Okay.
Yep, we always play doubleheaders on the weekend.
Okay,
And
cool.
have like 2 or 3 practices during the week. Most of these guys have tried out for their high school team and just didn't make it. So they have talent.
Gotcha.
In the past, I've had guys that are on the high school team also with my team,
Cool.
and they're usually the best because they practice every day.
Yeah,
We practice twice a week if we're lucky. So,
okay.
it's fall, football's coming on, but it's also the second season of baseball.
Yep.
I'm getting excited about MLB with all the pennant races going on. I mean, almost every division is a pennant race. Almost every one. Both East divisions, both West divisions.
Yep.
Even though the Astros, they'll probably pull it away. The Central is a little bit more thing, but
I think both centers are wrapped up.
Yeah, hey, don't give up on the Twins. They could win 30 games in a row.
And if they win 30 games in a row, I'll buy a Yankees jersey. So.
There is absolutely nothing in the world that I would ever do that. If you offered me $1 million, I would have to.
I'm with you on that. So.
Honestly, I would have to think about it. I can't. I respect the Yankees.
You got to respect
baseball. I was actually talking to a guy today in my Uber ride. He's from St. Louis, and we were talking about, St. Louis has 18 world championships, which is far more than anybody else. So it's them and the Yankees up in their own plateau and stuff.
Exactly.
Like, I just can't do that. I have never worn a Yankees hat. I have never worn a Yankees shirt. I've been to Yankee Stadium. I have never had anything on my body that says Yankees.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Well, with that being said, again, next week I will most likely be absent due to taking my son to the Twins game. That was the only day that worked out for me. So I might pop in. I sent Chris some clips of the game.
Hey, let's put your son on, man, at the game.
Yeah, we'll see. So
come on, game time. Put your son on. We'll put him on the spot.
Yeah, it'll be 7 o'clock start, so it'll be 9 o'clock. I might pop on and say hey, but with that
maybe we could do an 8 o'clock show.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what
And
goes on.
maybe get Tim on here. So,
Yeah.
yeah, this has been fun tonight.
Definitely has. So again, like Chris said, check out Coast to Coast all week long. Got different shows. You'll see me tomorrow on Sports Minute, and then Saturday and Sunday, you'll see me again. So with that being said, that's Crispy Bacon, Coach D. I'm Big B. We'll check you all next time on Deck.
Okay, night, guys. Let's go.